Okay. All right. We'll see if everybody can come back in on that one. See if that's better. All right. Give everybody a couple minutes to come back. We tried going live with YouTube and it didn't work. So we're going to try to come live with StreamYard. See how that goes. Okay. All right. Hello. Does that sound better? Hopefully it sounds better. Hello, hello. Lots better. Oh, thank you, Dana. Thank you, better. We will, hello, Tiny Tim. Hello, Miss Colleen. Hello, DJ. Awesome. I'm glad that's better. I have tried YouTube, and it seems like every time, hey, Tracy, it seems like every time I try to do YouTube live with my phone, the static is really bad. So we're just going to keep doing StreamYard as long as we're at home and using the phone. So we have been talking about and discussing how to do giveaway. When we were at the Ozarks Homesteading Expo, we ran into Clyde, which we've met Clyde several times before. And hello, Sweeney Creek. Good day from Central Victoria, Australia. Hello.
That's like a whole nother country.
That is it's across the pond. Like way
across the pond and over and under
and over and under. Yep. And across a couple of ponds.
Yeah.
But anyway,
take a big canoe to get there.
Big canoe. So, hey, from Kansas. But anyway.
Good day.
Good day.
That's howdy.
That's howdy.
Yeah.
Howdy. But anyway, so we met with Clyde, and he gave us some planners to give away. So, and I got it. No, I didn't have it upside down. So we have some planners to give away. Across a little bit of water upside down, and watch out for the snakes and drop bears. LOL. Yes. Yeah, those little drop bears. So we are got to figure out how we're going to give these things away. They're super cool. I'd like to get them in y'all's hands before the spring. So we got to decide on how we're going to do that.
Do like Oprah and give one to everybody that's in the studio audience.
Guys, well, I guess we're going to have a live audience. Who wants to volunteer? I guess the first 5 volunteers to actually come and be a live studio audience. Hello, hello. I'm trying to remember.
Good evening.
Good evening. I'm trying to remember. That's a barb. That's a barb. I think it's one of our barbs. Good evening. And there's a barb.
Evelyn Newman.
Marge. Imped Margie. Margie, hello, hello, I think.
Barb Country Homestead.
Or Sweeney's Creek. I don't know which one. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Evelyn Newman and Barb's Country Home.
So from y'all that are from a lot farther south than my accent,
I guess that count. The Aussies would count as a lot further south because they're in the south of the equator.
A lot further south.
They're a lot further south.
Y'all from Australia and wherever down there, it's morning there, ain't it?
Yeah.
Y'all watching us drinking your coffee, or yeah, that'd be a frightful thing to look at first thing in the morning. I think. Ask my wife. So bad I don't even like turn on the light when I brush my teeth because I don't want to see myself.
Oh goodness, he's so full of it, y'all. So we did get mail. We got to do mail call, and I was so excited. I went ahead and opened this mail. And okay, so Pedmar is
Margie.
Margie.
All
Miss
right.
Margie. Miss Margie. All right, Miss Margie. Well, guess what, y'all? We got some Grandpa Cargill's okra seed. We sent a bunch of the okra seed from Grandpa Cargill's okra out into the traveling seed box,
Out into the world.
and some came back to us. So that came from Shelly at Healthy Homestead Chick, and she's also with His Way Homestead. She sent us a beautiful sticker as well.
I think she knows that Commander Bacon guy.
I
too.
think she knows Commander Bacon,
Maybe.
But anyway, Shelly sent us some seed, and then Amy is saving us some seed in Oklahoma, and we'll be getting some seed from her. And so we're super excited to have Grandpa Cargill seed again. And
For those, oh,
go ahead.
For those of y'all that don't know the story, 20-something years ago,
Almost 25, because
5 years ago
yeah.
when I was 6,
Yeah.
when we were young and starting a garden together, doing gardening together, one time I was at my grandpa's, said we need to get some okra seed, and he said, here, I'll give you some. He had a pint jar full of okra seed, and he gave me a big old handful of it, and we planted it in our garden, and it did very well. And we really liked that okra, and it got fairly big without getting tough, and so we planted it, or so we kept the seed from it, and we kept saving seed. It was seed that he had saved from stuff that he liked, probably some type of Clemson spineless, and he had saved it, and we saved it, and we've planted it pretty much ever since. The 5.5 years we were in Wyoming, it just sat in a seed box,
Yep.
but when we got to Kansas, it was still viable. And so we planted some, and we've been planting it here, and we put some in the seed swap this year, and we planted quite a bit of it in our garden, and it kind of drowned it out, and it didn't do very good. And so we replanted the last of the seed we had, and we didn't get a great germination, but we got probably 10-12 plants. We thought that's good. We're going to be able to get some seed from it. And then when we got drifted with herbicide, it killed all of that okra, and we thought we had lost Grandpa Cargill okra. But thankfully, there were some people that got some in the seed saver and the seed box, the seed exchange.
Share the Pack. Share the Pack was the name of the seed exchange, and it was from Sandy at Suburban Homesteader, Wyoming, Arizona. Hey, Willis, Mr. Georgia, another Southerner.
Yeah, yep.
Somebody's further south than us. So that's it. So other exciting news. Gary.
You got exciting news?
Yes, Gary has exciting news. So
I do.
yes, you do. So as y'all know,
It's news to me too.
I taught canning 101, beginning canning class
Hey,
at the Ozarks Homesteading Expo in Marshfield, Missouri, a while back, a couple weeks ago. So
and guess what she's teaching this time?
I ain't teaching nothing.
What?
I'm not teaching.
You're the one that sent the text, or that received the text.
It was on yours. I answered for you.
You answered for me.
I
Good,
answered
good.
for him.
Part of being married.
Yeah.
So September 30th,
September 30th,
Bentonville, Arkansas.
Bentonville, Arkansas.
From any of our friends that are close to there.
Yeah.
I know we have several friends
Yes.
within that few-hour drive of Bentonville, Arkansas. I think Mac and Patty might even be within a few hours.
I don't know how
I'm
far.
not sure,
They're
but
not in Arkansas,
no, they're in Mississippi.
Mississippi. Yep.
So, which is the next state south? Borders Arkansas.
Not south. South would be Louisiana.
South.
Southeast.
It's on the southeast corner. Yep. Okay.
Y'all, we need a geography lesson for Gary.
Yeah. Okay. I've been to Mississippi. Yeah, we went through Louisiana, Texas, and Arkansas.
Yeah.
But anyhow, Bentonville, Arkansas, September 30th at the Benton County Fair, I
Benton
believe.
Fair. We're just gonna call it Benton Fair.
I think it's the county fair. Anyhow, the Ozark Homesteading Expo is doing an expo inside the fair.
Inside the fair,
And September 30th, yours truly
Gary.
is going to teach bacon curing and sausage making.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
So I'm going to be watching a lot of YouTube videos between now and then to learn how to do it, so that maybe I can teach it.
He already knows how to do it, y'all.
Yeah.
Don't trust them YouTube videos on teaching you nothing.
Yeah, so sausage
gosh.
making is something I really got into that when we lived at Cushing and
Yes.
tried to learn that and have taught myself. And I was trying to cure meat then
Right.
too.
Right.
Out of an extremely poor situation.
Yes.
We wanted to figure out how to cut up some stuff. Starting to do a lot of our own butchering because we knew it saved us money, but we liked cured meat and we liked sausage, so we were learning how to do that.
And money wasn't, we had more time than money.
Yep, so we just started fiddling with
Yep.
it, and it took us a while to learn it. And then I have worked since at a butcher shop.
Yep.
That we made sausage there,
Right,
made
right.
a lot of sausage. I learned a lot about sausage making there. And then I had a buddy that was into sausage making. I learned a lot from him. At the same time I was working there. And he used a lot of kits, but using those kits and following the instructions helped me learn a lot about why you do things and how
Right.
you do things. And then I have taught myself to cure bacon and pork.
Summer sausage.
Yeah, I make summer sausage. And we are going to be doing that at it's Benton County Fair. Okay.
Cool.
I can't ever remember. Cheryl has sent me the
Link.
information, the link, and I have seen it several times.
Hello, Miss Marcia. Glad you caught us live.
But we are going to be at the Benton County Fair, Tiny Tim says.
Benton County Fair, September 30th. We will be there.
Yes.
I will be his lovely assistant. He was my lovely assistant. Now it's my turn to be his.
We're going to do some sausage making, bacon curing. I think we're going to maybe at least talk about curing a side of bacon. I don't know if we'll get to cure a side of bacon. We will definitely make some sausage.
Yeah.
And we will probably just do a couple of simple recipes.
And I think you'll have more time.
Okay.
I think it'll be, I don't know. You'll have to ask Miss Cheryl,
I need
but
to
I think
ask.
it's going to be like an all day thing.
Oh.
Like you'll have almost all day to do it.
I need to find out.
Yeah.
Out how much time I have. Definitely, we ought to do. I don't know. You guys kind of let us know what you would be interested in if you went to a sausage and bacon making thing. I'm going to tell you, I'm not the complete exhaustive expert on bacon making. I have learned what works for me, and that's what I know how to do. I have learned a couple of things that don't work for me, and a few things that do, and I am capable of making very good bacon.
Yes.
I don't know a whole lot of variations on it. I don't know all the science behind it, but I do understand a good recipe that works very well. I think our bacon is
Good.
yeah, it's better than anything we have cured at a locker.
Right, right. It is better than anything we have cured at a locker. We lost a bunch of folks.
Yep. Well,
That's all right.
I'd start talking about my ugly face.
Oh.
I got too close to the camera and everybody left. Whoa!
But anyway,
Maybe them Australian people got done drinking their coffee and said, let's turn this off.
hello, Heather.
You just want to eat it, Willis? Yeah. Yeah. Cool, cool.
Marsha made it a year or two ago. Cool. Cool, Marsha. Anywho, we have these. We got these Clyde's Garden Planners. And we got to figure out a way to give them away. I'm not real sure how to do it.
Make them guess a number.
Make them guess a number.
You can make them put
Ooh.
pictures of their garden.
Tiny Tim says he would love to learn bacon making.
I use a simple recipe.
Simple recipe.
And the thing I like about my recipe is you can usually find what I use at a grocery store.
Yep.
Not every grocery store, but a lot of grocery stores carry what I use.
Sometimes Walmart even has it,
Yeah, at times Walmart does. Yes, you're right.
Mhm.
And especially in the fall.
especially in the fall.
Walmart carries what I use.
Yep.
So that's what I like. You know, I've read a lot of recipes that use like Preg powder and
Yeah.
some Cure number 2 and
Yeah.
stuff like that. A lot of times you're going to have to order that. Maybe bigger cities, you can find some place that carries it. But in our smaller part of the world, Greenwood County, Kansas, 5,000 people,
6,200.
6,200. And there's 2 grocery stores in Greenwood County, Kansas? can't
I
think of.
think that's right.
Is Toronto in Greenwood County?
No. I'm not sure.
I
It's
can't
right on the
remember
line.
There's basically 2
Yeah.
grocery stores in Greenwood County,
One in Madison
and one in
and
Eureka.
one in Eureka.
And in our little grocery stores,
Mhm.
and this little bitty neck of the woods, you can find the product I use.
Yes.
And so,
Because we're not the only ones that use it.
yes, because it is popular. Not only it's popular in some barbecue rub recipes, and it's
Mhm.
popular in some turkey smoking recipes, and it's just a common product.
Well,
so,
and a lot of people use it to make the summer sausage.
it's good for that.
And
I
for the
use
deer
it in my,
hunting.
I use it in my summer sausage recipe.
Yep.
I use it in my bacon and ham curing. Basically, I just cut my hams down and cure it like bacon. That's how I do my hams. I've tried to do a whole in-bone ham, and it's hard to get that cure all the way in. So I've just adjusted the way I do things instead of fighting it. And so, yeah.
So you're going to be teaching bacon.
Yep, we're gonna make some bacon. That's
and
pretty.
some sausage.
I'm not sure what all on the sausage yet. We definitely will talk about Italian sausage because that's one of my favorite recipes.
And we'll probably make it. We could make some summer sausage.
Yep.
Kind of. And we could make some beef sausage. We could make some chicken if we ground chicken. We could make some pork breakfast sausage.
So if you guys can make it to Benton, Arkansas,
Bentonville,
Arkansas.
September 30th. Easy date to remember.
I have no idea the time yet.
No idea on time.
But
Whenever the fair's open that day.
we will be making bacon. We'll be making Italian sausage and maybe a couple other kinds of sausage.
Yep.
So join us and we'll show you how it's done.
Yep.
And then when you really learn how to do it, you can say, "What are those guys talking about?" And I just want you guys to know that I learned this before I ever watched YouTube. So I could have been an expert if I'd watched it on YouTube. Hey,
Hi, Roy. Hello.
Roy, I checked my bees like we talked about. And I went to go rob some honey. And I could not find a frame that was completely capped. All of the frames had some capped on it and quite a few still open. Definitely some that were really full of honey, but they were all still capped. And Roy, I don't know if this means anything, but it was all really light. I'm assuming that because they've gotten so much sugar water, but I don't know.
That weren't capped. But
Yeah,
anyway,
that weren't capped.
and you found some.
There was a few wax beetles in there, and I smashed the few that I saw. I didn't see very many. But I have a friend that uses dryer sheets in the top of the hive for that. So I'm going to talk to him about how that works and see if I need to do that.
So it is a beautiful day here. Gary's needing a nap. And it's so pretty. It's nice and cool outside. He used to have a Duroc boar and a female, and they, had piglets, made great chops and bacon.
Yep. Yeah, we like Duroc hogs too.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what we did, Roy. We just left it in there. I was really wanting to rob just one frame of honey so we could have some of our honey. But with it not being capped, I decided to leave it. And I'm still feeding them.
Yeah. And right now we got the goldenrod going, and I saw him working the sunflowers really hard. Plain dryer sheet. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Plain
what
dryer sheet.
I thought.
No fragrance. Oh, Evelyn, 12.5-hour drive. Yeah, a little too far, honey. Marsha's never made sausage, but willing to watch and learn. Watch the bacon for another tasty bacon recipe. Well, I'll try to get it recorded. We'll see. My phone has decided that its memory is full, and no matter how much stuff I delete off of it, it still gives me that message.
We're gonna have to buy.
But we're gonna have to figure out the camera thing and get another camera. We're gonna have to make our decision of what camera we're gonna get.
We've been looking at the GoPro.
We've been looking at the
Set up
GoPro.
the camera like we had.
Yeah.
We liked our camera. We loved our big camera,
Yes.
and some of you guys I think have met us. I know we've got a few viewers that met us because we were carrying that big camera around a few events. But we have looked into the GoPro, and I got to look at when we saw Ben and Andrea from VW Family Farms. I asked him what he had, and he took it apart and showed me. And he said they were really liking their GoPro 9.
With the mod.
It's got a mod on it.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit of an external microphone.
It's got a modification.
He really liked the image stabilization and all that. So we might be looking at that. And it definitely will probably take more abuse than our camera. If the wind blows it over, maybe we won't have to replace it.
Well, and I have learned lots of stabilizing things for that, for wind, if we're going to be filming in the wind. So that we can tie weights and window weights and stuff to it, or sandbags. Hello, Brenda. Working on sewer problems.
That sounds like a crappy deal to me.
Yeah. So sorry. That's awful. I hate sewer issues. Get some of the beetle traps that use cooking oil. Interesting.
Do those go in the hive, Roy, or they go outside the hive? Or?
And Brenda says it sure is crappy.
Brenda, I have worked several different construction jobs where part of what we did was repair sewer lines or replace sewer lines or put in septic tanks.
Yeah.
And there's always some crap jokes involved.
Nasty. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, yuck. I'm so sorry, Brenda says Evelyn. Evelyn's sorry for you too. So we did not, this week was crazy busy. We didn't get a whole lot of video shot. Didn't get a chance to shoot a lot. We were super busy. We went to a regenerative regenerative agriculture. They call it a field school. So we could learn some more about regenerative agriculture. We learned a little bit, but we mostly worked and helped our friends put it on. And
we'll address that real quick. Charles, I don't know where you are from Bentonville, but we will be in Bentonville, Arkansas, speaking September 30th at the Benton County Fair at the Ozark Homesteading Expo that's going on within that.
Yeah.
Just to let you know, we'll at least be in your state.
September 30th. I don't know how far that is from you, Mr. Charles. But anyway, so the field school was interesting. Got to meet lots of neat people. Oh, the bees run them inside. They get in the oil and die. Ooh. Awesome.
Okay.
Cool. Cooking oil. Cool. But yeah. So
we were at field school. One of the speakers was a New Zealander.
Yes.
Nicole Masters.
Nicole Masters.
Some of you guys, if you've studied soil and
regenerative agriculture,
soil microorganisms, she writes some on that and has done some papers and stuff on that. So
he's headed to Washington on the 30th.
Oh, okay.
Will you be careful going, Mr. Charles? Beetle blasters.
Beetle blasters.
Awesome. Thank you, Roy. So anyway, we're going to, I don't know if y'all know, a lot of our property that we bought had been a bean field. And so we have been working at trying to do some regenerative agriculture and really studying and getting planned up on how to do that, how to build the soil here, and especially in our gardens. So we learned a lot, and we got to talk one-on-one with them. And they even helped us with the cow and what we can do to help our cow to recover a little more from that.
Marcia brought GoPro 9.
Plan to need to get extra batteries and attachments for it. Okay. Thanks, Marcia. That's awesome. All right, Mr. Charles.
Okay. So we've been doing learning the
Mhm.
regenerative agriculture. And the school was put on at a place that I do a lot
Yes.
of handyman work. Some friends of ours own it. We sell at the farmer's market with them.
Mhm.
And so we went and worked on that a few days and got to sit down and eat lunch with the speakers.
Mhm.
And that's when they talked about maybe some things we need to do for our cow.
Yep.
And
The other lady, Sarah Fallon? No. What's Sarah's last name?
like Kohler or something.
Okay.
I
But
can't
Miss
remember.
Sarah was there, and she was talking about gut health and health with not just the soil, but actual people's health as well. And so we
And how the microorganisms from the soil
yeah.
affect our health.
Yes, so it was kind of all linked with the microorganisms in the soil and building microorganisms in the soil and ourselves to bring health to the land and to ourselves. So there was a lot there to learn.
I learned something I thought was really neat. Heavily used soil
Bye, Miss Brenda.
is often
Oh, Tiny Tim's 3 hours away. He'll try to make it. Hey, Tim, if you can't make it, you can't make it, buddy. 3 hours is a piece. Uh-oh. He's got a phone call, y'all.
hello. Yes.
But sometimes that's, as pastor, he's got to take them in case something's going on that we need to take care of. But anyway, so I guess I'm going to carry conversation by myself. I'm super excited. Thank you, Miss Shelley. I know you watch my replays if you can't make my lives. So thank you, Miss Shelley, for the seeds
I'm going to go look at my
and the stickers. And so, sounds like somebody found our dog. Maybe. We didn't realize he was gone. So I know the Hannah's Beagle's in the house. So we'll see. I didn't realize he's real big about, he stays in a certain area. And so we always just think he's right there. And he's not here. He's not there. So maybe he's somewhere else. I hope he ain't hurt. He's an old guy. Anyway, yeah, hopefully he ain't causing trouble. I don't think he would. He's real timid. And he typically stays close to us. He likes being home. He don't like to roam. So that's kind of odd. Okay. So looks like Gary's gonna have to go get a dog. So saddle, Henri Booger. Anyway, sorry, I got distracted looking at listening to Gary's phone conversation. But anyway, it looks like he's gonna have to go get Saddle. Saddle's wandered off to one of the neighbors, and y'all, we don't have close neighbors. Our neighbors are closest neighbor's house is a mile, and nobody lives there. And then there's neighbors about 2 miles away, and then there's neighbors a little over 2 miles away. Where's did Saddle wander off?
Over at Curry's.
He went to Curry's?
Yeah.
Holy smokes, that's 2 miles away, y'all. Bless his heart. So you gonna go get him?
Yeah.
Okay, so Gary's gonna go get a dog. I hope he's all right too. I think he's not causing trouble, is he? He just showed up.
He just said he just showed up and he's friendly enough and had a collar on and knew he had to be somebody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody said it might be mine. So
Yeah. Okay. So he showed up at the neighbors, which is 2 miles away. Henri Booger. Well, Maddie's home, thank goodness. So she ain't out causing trouble. And they said that he wasn't causing trouble, and he's okay. He just showed up. He had a call. He has his collar on. We can't keep him up. If we try to put him in a pen, he climbs the pen, and it's really hard on his teeth, or he digs out. Yes, it is good that they call you. That's the thing about being out here. Everybody knows everybody, and usually everybody knows everybody's dog. I know that's really weird, but it is. It's really weird. Well, Maddie's here. He usually has his friend, but Maddie, but she was in the house. Maybe he went looking for her. I don't know. Maybe he went looking for Maddie.
Imagine they were both wondering if she was ready to come.
She came home and he didn't. Okay.
If she just gotten off, she would have been wandering around.
Yeah, that's true. So he thinks that she escaped while we were gone this morning, and they both went running. Your male bloodhound would cry. Willis. Well, Saddle is a saddleback mountain cur. So he's got a brindle head, brindle arms and legs, and then he's got a black back, like a saddle on his back. And then Maddie is a little tricolor beagle, and she's one of the little 13-inch beagles, one of the little beagles. So she's in the house with Hannah. So I imagine they got separated. Maddie came home, and he didn't. They like to follow Gary on the four-wheeler, and he checks cattle near that way, and sometimes he'll take them with him to go check cattle, but he didn't go check cattle today. So maybe they went looking for him, and because he did take the four-wheeler out yesterday, so maybe they followed that smell of the exhaust and thought they were going to find him and didn't. But who knows? They're silly. The dogs are silly. But, y'all, I got to do an update. Hello, Barb from Ben's Over Acres. I got to do an update this week. One of the videos I've got to do is animals. I've got an update tomorrow coming up about some of the animals we've gotten recently. And then I need to do a video and just kind of show y'all the thing. And I'm probably going to do some cleanup videos because we're going to start cleaning up around here and getting things straightened up. Life has been so crazy busy. So crazy busy. It just seems like I just can't get enough done. And the yard's kind of gotten away from me. And we did get some cattle panels, and for some of it, I may stick some panels over the gate a couple days and let my cow into the yard and let her clean up some of the grass and stuff. But yeah, she's a turkey. The other thing, I'd have to put the feed behind a panel so she didn't get into it. Hi, Miss Lori. So we do have the Clyde's garden planters to give away. So if you guys have any idea of how to give those away, what a good way to do. Maybe next week. I kind of like Gary's idea of the numbers. So next week, how about we just make an executive decision? He's gone. Next week when we go live, we will just let y'all guess some numbers, and we'll give them away that way. How's that sound? Does that sound good? And then I'll try to do a video this week explaining the rules and everything about it. So I think that'll be good. I think that'll work. I can't get on YouTube to do all the fancy stuff. And all I have right now is my phone to do lives with. So I'm not real sure what all we can do on the phone wise to be able to do giveaways. So I think the easiest part will be to just when we're on live, to guess some numbers, and whoever guesses closest to the numbers gets the prizes. Yes, that's homesteading, busy all the time. So Miss Barb, we have decided, Kevin and Sarah from Living Traditions, we've met them several times. They're super nice. They recognize us every time we see them. Kevin told us something. We were all talking about he was asking how our channel was going, and he said that sometimes he checks in to see how we're doing. And Gary told him we were struggling to be consistent in our videos. And he said to set times, and then he later reiterated it in his and Sarah's talk, reiterated that we are homesteaders first, and YouTuber, not really first. First, we're followers of Christ. Second, we're man and wife. and homesteaders comes in there, and then after homesteading is YouTubers. So we're homesteaders with a YouTube channel, not YouTubers with a homestead. So homesteading does come first, and a lot of times the wind is against us here, and sometimes things happen so fast we can't film it, and it's hard to try to I don't like the idea of recreating things. That really bothers me. But oh, Marsha's going to do her first live on Wednesday evening around 5:30. I have prior commitments on Wednesday evenings, and I'm sorry I won't be able to attend it. Crab apple jelly. How did your jelly turn out, Marsha? Did it turn out good? But anyway, yeah. And the other piece of advice that he said was to set dates. You know, set a set day, like you're going to load. Their schedule is I forgot what their schedule is, but anyway, their schedule, they have a set schedule. They have 3 days that videos come out at 5:30 in the morning. Hey, I already showed off Grandpa Cargill's okra, Miss Shelley, and I dropped it. But your sticker, thank you, Miss Shelley. I got mail this week, and I was so excited I opened it. And you may find this phony, Miss Shelley, but it had been opened before it came to me, and they had it had been cut open, and then they put tape on it and taped it back open. Yeah, so taped it back closed. Excuse me, taped it back closed. But yeah, so Grandpa Cargill's okra, your nice little note, and the sticker. I'm so excited. I've got to figure out, I've gotten more stickers than the photo frame. Sorry guys, I don't know what, all of a sudden I'm having some trouble here. Yes, really, it had been open. I don't know if they were thinking we were passing something we shouldn't be passing. You know, Miss Shelley, I don't know what they thought you were sending me, but they didn't realize you were sending me okra seeds. But yeah, so yeah, it had been open and then they taped it shut. Probably just checking out to see what it was. But yeah. So I've got to get better at scheduling. You know, I've set on my about page that we would put up videos Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And so I've got to try to get that going. This past week was a pain in the neck to try to get anything shot and or videoed, any video shot and edited and get put up. But I do have a short video. It's just like 4 minutes long coming up tomorrow morning. It's already edited and scheduled and up. You'll be able to, it's scheduled to be public at 5:30 in the morning. So yeah. And here in about 20 minutes, Doug and Shelley at His Way Homestead, which is also Healthy Homestead Chick, they'll be live on His Way Homestead. Tell the movie creators. Yeah. But yeah, homesteading just gets, guys, you know, we still produce a lot of our food, even not being able to have, you know, with the gardens this year. So I do have some herbs in pots that were given to me and some that we bought. We do have a few tomato plants and pepper plants. Friends have been sharing. A friend of mine brought me a bushel of tomatoes yesterday, and she brought me a bushel of okra. So yesterday, I guess that was Friday evening, she brought those. So yesterday I was pickling okra and canning okra because we like to use okra as thickener in soups. So if any of y'all need an alternative to thickener, to cornstarch and to thicken soups, you can puree okra and use it as a thickener for soups. It's really good. If you want it pureed, if you don't like okra, you can puree it. If you like okra, you can just put it in there, slime and all. I know a lot of you don't like slime, but that slime actually is a great soup thickener. And tomorrow I plan on canning some tomatoes, onions, and okra. That my mother and grandmother can that all the time. I don't have the bell peppers to put in there for a soup base. Homesteading has a mind of its own. You can't always plan. That's correct. That is so right, Shelley. Well, we try to be real life, Barb, but it just doesn't. We don't get to share a whole lot because it feels like sometimes because things have to go so quickly. But we do have some updates that we're going to get updated, especially on the animals. There's been some changes there. And we need to give you an update on the guys, on the calves that we treated pink eye. For pink eye, they're doing amazing. And I'd like to show y'all their eyes and how well they're doing, because y'all got to come along as when we put penicillin in their eyes. And yeah, we're still very small. We hope to get another camera this week. If I can talk Gary into it, we'll get 2 cameras. But we're trying to be very, very careful with our settlement money from the spray company. When we got, they did settle with us. And it's not huge, but it is something that we need to be careful with and plan out really well. We want to be good stewards. We want to do what God wants us to do with it, and most of all, and plan that out really well and make good decisions with it. Because if we just start going willy-nilly, it's going to be gone before we know it. And we'd really like to be, as always, frugal, because we're super frugal, and put it to good use to where it will you know, it'll replant next year, and we'll see how that goes. Good. Yes, Barb. Thicken his food. Yes, that makes a huge difference. Thickening foods. Yeah. And so since we are trying to do some keto stuff, thank you for opening my eyes, Cindy. Well, you're welcome, Marcia. I'm not sure what I opened your eyes to. Maybe that homesteading's more important than YouTube. I love YouTube. I enjoy it. It's a good outlet for me. I enjoy videoing. I enjoy editing. I enjoy putting out the videos on YouTube. I love interacting with y'all, so long as I'm not so overwhelmed with everything else in life. And so there's a lot to do. And maybe I'll shoot some of the cleanup this week. I've got, I think I'm going to do Tuesday. I'm going to try to do some cleanup around here if I can get all my stuff done. Yes, Bland's Promised Land Ranch. Hello. Welcome from Texas. Welcome from Texas, y'all. Welcome, Texas folks. But we'll see how I do on my cannon. I've got to get those tomatoes put up. I've got to get the rest of that okra put away. And I don't want to waste nothing. Our hours, we are at almost 2,100 hours, watch hours. So we're still a long ways away. We have reached the point, since we are an older channel, you know, we've been going almost 2.5 years now. And so we are to the point that we're actually, some days we lose more hours because those hours roll over every day. You know, we'll lose a day and have a fresh day because of the 365 days. So some days we're actually losing more hours than we're gaining that day. And so it's, yes, it's not my job, Lance. It is not. And I have enough on my plate with all that's going on. And yeah. You like YouTube better than Facebook? It seems like the people are more real. Thank you, Roy. We need to play at night. Yes. If y'all could do that. I think YouTube only lets you play our playlist or play all of our videos twice before they quit counting the watch hours for us. But bees like YouTube better as well. Oh goodness. So yeah, it's busy. It's a busy time of year with it being harvest season. I did not make it over. Some friends of ours are going out of town, and they asked me to come pick their garden, and I forgot. I didn't make it over this afternoon. And yeah, so I didn't make it over there. But was being more okras and tomatoes. So maybe I'll try to make it to tomorrow's not going to be a good day either. I'll have to try to make it Wednesday. Wednesday I got some stuff going Wednesday, but maybe I can make it. Whoops. Yeah, I don't know. We're going to do our best to get stuff done, but canning is number one right now. And I need to make some spaghetti sauce so that we have spaghetti sauce. I need to do some okra, tomatoes, and onions so that I have my soup and taco bases. Sometimes I'll go ahead and put my taco seasoning in that so that when I make chili or chili base, sometimes I'll go ahead and put my seasoning in it so when I make chili, I can put that in there. I like my chili thickened, and okra does a really good job thickening it. But I don't have any bell peppers, so we'll have to go without bell peppers. But I have some Anaheims. I'll put them in, and a little bit of jalapenos. That'd be great. See, here I go. My mind's going of what all I can. Maybe I'll get that filmed. I need to do some more canning and cooking videos, don't I? Everybody's saying hello to each other. So Gary went to Curry's, our neighbors to the southwest. They're about 2 miles away, to get the dog that ran off. We didn't even know he'd run off. But yeah, so I am watching chickens in the yard, having a good old time. And Freeman is laying out in the hay in his yard, in his pen. Loving it. We also bought some cattle panels, and we can only haul about 6 at a time in Gary's truck. So our trailer's not functioning yet. We need to get new tires on it, but we hauled 6 cattle panels, and we're going to put a fence around our lagoon, which is our sewer pond, so that we can put Freedom and Freeman out at night. Freeman can stay in the pasture, and we can bring Freedom in during the day. She can hang out here in the yard, and he can stay out in the pasture. Right now we have the isolation pen that we put up. Freeman stays in it all day. Hello, Brother Donnie. Pathways, do you have enough jars and lids, or are you having a problem? So Bland's, I'm sorry, you gave us the name last week and I totally lost it. But we are, I was super blessed right before the pandemic. I guess I should back up. I am not technically a prepper, but the way our income has worked over the years, I spread out buying my lids throughout the whole year. So every time I make a trip to town, I would buy 2 packages of canning lids every time I went with my regular weekly shopping to have my year's supply of canning lids. And so I had that lid, and then jars. People give me jars. Most of Grandma Cargill's jars. We sold Grandma and Grandpa Cargill's. I say we. The family sold. My in-laws sold Grandma and Grandpa Cargill's house. And so I got a lot of Grandma's canning jars. My mama's canning jars. I got a lot of lids from my mama. The lids from Grandma Cargill went to my brother-in-law because he's struggling to find lids. And we are finding them at Sutherland's here, which is a hardware store, and sometimes at our local farm and ranch store, and occasionally Walmart will get some. So, and our little grocery store here in Madison gets them every now and then, and Miss Lisa lets me know when she gets them in, and I go in and buy some from her too. So I'm still saving that money that I would normally spend for my weekly. And instead of it, so that when I find lids, I have some. I know that they're getting hard to find in places. My brother-in-law can't find them in Missouri at all. Oh man, Barb at Ben's Over Acres says the neighbor put up their hay for his cattle yesterday, and it was such a drought. Oh, poor, yeah. Eric, thank you, Blands. Eric, okay. Tell Gary he needs to treat the bees for mites before winter. Okay, gotcha. Where are we at? Okay, Marcia says you put God first, then family, then homestead, then YouTube. That's what God wants us to do. You are exactly right, Marcia. Marcia, I'm so your married life might be better now. I'm not sure what you meant by your married life might hurt better now. Maybe hurt less. Not sure. I'm sorry if there's if there's a struggle in your married life. I'm so sorry. But yes, putting God first definitely makes a lot of things easier. That doesn't mean we're not going to have struggles, because he promises we will have struggles, but we can have him to help hold us up, and that is a comfort in itself. He calls the Holy Spirit. Jesus called the Holy Spirit the Comforter. Jesus said he had to leave. He had to ascend so that the Holy Spirit could descend. So he sent the Holy Spirit to give us comfort. He called him the Comforter. One of the names for the Holy Spirit is the Comforter. And sometimes that's what we need. All the answers are in the Bible, and life's not going to be perfect. Don't fall into the lie that if you do A, B, and C, God's going to do D. Don't fall into that lie. The D is God is going to always be with you. That is his promise. He's always going to be with you. He loves you. And, that was part of our message today is faith in him and putting him first in our lives, making him the Lord of our lives. And that was the message from our pastor today. Wow, DG. Our DG doesn't get any, and they didn't before. And the DG in town doesn't get them either, Dollar General. That's crazy. The last time I bought Dollar General lids, I had trouble with them sealing. How are they sealing up for you? And that's been several years ago. I'll have to check at Eureka and see if theirs gets them. Oh, Marcia, Kansas Smithfest asked, how do I set my channel up for others to watch to build my views or watch hours? Please explain that to me. Basically, Marcia, it's just, there's going to be well, Marcia, I don't know how to explain that to you, honey. Let me think on that. So mine has just been connecting with folks. You can also, you can also put up a video asking others to share your videos with their friends and neighbors and on their social platforms. That's one way you can do it, Marcia. That would be the best. That's the most organic and best way to do it, is to just get folks watching. And work at your editing. I know that can be difficult if you don't have a computer. Like my videos that I edit on my phone, I feel like are not as good as the videos that I can edit on my computer, just because the software I have on my phone is more difficult to edit on. Oh, bye, Willis. Enjoy your tenderloin. Works viewer. Okay, gotcha, Marcia. Autocorrect is such fun, isn't it, Marcia? Your marriage works better now. Oh, gotcha. When you're walking in truth, it shows. Thank you, Barb. And Eric says, everything we get from Dollar General has been fine. Good, good, good. Fruit of the Spirit. Yes, praise God. You asked him the same question. Okay. All right. Eric only uses his phone, editing and everything. Cool, cool, cool. There are some amazing editing softwares that you can get even on your phone, apps that you can get on your phone. My phone is an older phone, and it's, even though I've deleted a whole bunch of stuff, it's still telling me that I don't have enough storage to do things. And I don't know if I'm just not hitting the right stuff to delete the correct stuff, but I think I have a little bit of a conspiracy on that. I think that they purposefully have your phones, when you do an update, that they purposefully fill your memory bank on your phone so that you will want a new phone. I also think when they do updates that they make it run slower so that you'll want to get a new phone and get frustrated with it. Yeah, that's okay, Roy. They don't, they like the mess ups. I leave some of them in. Because I want it to be real. I don't take out all my ums. I don't take all my ands and my ers and my so's. I don't take all of them out. I do take some of them out, especially like when I repeat myself multiple times. I will take that out because I'm really bad about that. Yes. Thank you, Miss Barb. I'm glad you like real. I struggle with, I am who I am. I've never understood the popularity game. I've always been a little bit of a social misfit. Always struggled socially. And so I don't get the popularity thing, and a lot of people say, oh, it's who you know on YouTube that gets you popular and gets you all that. And maybe so, but I have never been comfortable approaching a bigger channel and asking them to promote me. I just never have. Lots of channels have promoted me. Thank you. Lots of channels have promoted me, but I want it to be organic, and I appreciate you guys for helping me. Yeah, Roy, I feel too old for new tricks too, but I do need to get a new computer. My computer is outdated and it's struggling to keep up. And Miss Margie says hello to Bland's Promised Land. But anyway, yeah, Saddle is home, y'all. I try to be me. We're still live. Did he have a good run?
Yes.
Goodness gracious, Saddle. So did he go to this Curry's or go to the far Curry's?
Far one where Wes and Grandma.
Oh my mercy, guys. He went over 2 miles. Over 2 miles. That is crazy. And there's a fly on Road V, and we're Y. We're X. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W. It's 2 miles. So he went over 2 miles.
That way and half mile that.
Oh my goodness. So he went 2 miles west and a half a mile south. They want to see Saddle. Make sure he's home. He is on a leash, guys, so the Saddle's home. See if we can get him to come up here. He's camera shy. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Oh, he's such a good boy. Look at him. He made it home.
I said he was so friendly, he had to be somebody's dog.
Yeah, he's Becca Kay's dog. That'd be bad if we lost Becca's dog, which he is an old man. He's an old man. But see, he's all brindle, and then he's got a black back. He's starting to get some gray hair. He's old dog.
They've got a three-legged blue heeler.
They got oh, Roy says to treat before winter, and also to treat for varroa, but VAROA mites in the bees before mites before the winter sets in.
Oh, there comes the other dog.
There comes the other dog. We're gonna see Maddie. Come here, Maddie. Here's Maddie. Come here. Sit down. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, did she leave you, Saddle? Did she run off and leave you? So they probably both wandered, and she came home and he stayed gone. So now they got to get reacquainted. But I guess Hannah just shoved her out the door.
Come here, Maddie.
She probably started barking when she heard Saddle. So Gary will get them put up. Thank you. He is a sweet boy. Yes, Marcia Sutherland's, and Sutherland's had some, and Waters said they were getting some periodically. They never knew when they were getting them. Thank you, Miss Margie. He is a beautiful dog. I know it. He is old. He's an old man, but he runs like crazy. Bless his. Only when Maddie's loose. And usually they stay close. They don't go that far. Sometimes he'll run with Gary to check cattle on the next mile section over, but he's not going very far. All right. Well, y'all, it's 6:01. I'm going to get off here so that we can go over to Doug and Shelly's live at His Way Homestead. So pop over there, tell them I sent you, and say hello. Thank y'all. I pray you have a blessed week. And remember that God made you special and he loves you very much. See y'all next time.